In this problem, we want to know the phase of CO2 at a given pressure and temperature. So the pressure and temperature we're looking at is 35 atm for pressure and 35 degrees C for temperature. And we want to know what phase CO2 is under those conditions. So the possible answers could be liquid, solid, or gas. And to answer this type of question, we often have to look at a PT diagram or a phase diagram. So phase diagram often looks like this. And here in red is the critical point. Just write it down in letters. Critical point. For CO2, the critical pressure is 72.8 atm, and the critical temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. So in the problem, the pressure is 35 atm and the temperature is 35 Celsius. So let's try to put this point here in the diagram. Pressure will be lower and the temperature will be higher. So this is where our problem stands. And now in this diagram, this zone is solid, this zone is liquid, and this zone is gas. So CO2 at the blue point would be a gas. Now some of you might wonder, what if you go around this point here? Well, that's when it depends of how you started as if you started as a gas and you go above this point like that, then there is no phase transition and you can remain a gas. So if you were a liquid originally and then crossed over the critical point like that, you could in theory still be a liquid, but I don't think that's what the question is getting at. And so the answer would be gas. Now, in the textbook, the given answer is vapor. And I'm having a little problem with that because they also say that vapor is when the state has a temperature lower than the critical temperature. So in my mind, what I'm hashing in green here would be vapor. And what I'm hashing in blue here would be gas. But at this point, it is just semantics. Vapor and gas are pretty much the same thing in terms of physics. And so gas or vapor, the answer should be the same. So yeah, my answer would be gas. In the textbook, it's vapor. But overall, I think it's the same.